Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh. So inshallah you can everybody move, يعني, sit towards the screen. We're going to open one of the curtains for the ladies inshallah. And we have with us tonight our brother Safwan Amira. He's one of our community members. He came last week and he told me I would like to present something for our community that will going to help them. So I asked him what is it. So he talked to us. He said that he works in this field, which is about the preparation for the last day, not last day. I mean, when you, God forbid, you're gonna pass away. So what legal paperwork are needed? What's what you should have? And Sheikh Hamdy said yes, definitely this is an important subject, and a lot of people are gonna have a lot of questions, and I am sure a lot of people have a lot of questions about this. So Alhamdulillah, he upon the subject, and we thank God that he's with us and he prepared this for you. And so we'll give it to him and we'll start. Jazakumullah khair. Thank you so
much. Thank you. Shukran. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. سامعيني؟ كويس؟ Okay. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. My name is Safwan Amira. Thank you, Doctor, for the nice introduction. You can't hear me? Sorry? Okay. Okay. Okay, I'll just keep it like this. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, thank you so much. Be careful. Okay, before I'll start, I'll just, please, if you can. Thank you so much. So, okay, again, my name is Safwan Amira. Thank you everybody for attending. Hopefully I will be helpful in this topic and in any topic that I can help with. Our topic today is facilitating burial in Islam. And this is a call for preparation. So I'll try to give you some tips how to prepare for this very important subject. I'll start with قوله تعالى أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وما تدري نفس ماذا تكسب غدا وما تدري نفس بأي أرض تموت إن الله عليم خبير صدق الله العظيم. And then I will from قوله رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم أسرعوا بالجنازة فإن تك صالحة فخير تقدمونها وإن تك سوى ذلك فشر تضعونه عن رقابكم. And the translation in English, it's written right there. So the best way to prepare for a janazah, to facilitate a janazah, is to be prepared with three things. First of all, the documents. We all need a lot of, especially in the US, we need a lot of legal documents that should be prepared like yesterday. Some of those documents, those documents are like power of attorney, living will, living trust, sorry, not a living will, a will, a living trust, emergency contacts sheet, and so many other documents that needs to be prepared. Yeah. So the preparation is to, like, technically it's to prepare a crisis prevention plan, which is being proactive, like having a proactive program, set it up. It should be set it up like today, as I mentioned. It's very important. So this will anticipate the events such as sudden health crisis, disabilities, and death, which will help the loved ones. Technically, we're trying to be prepared to minimize the trauma and the hardship that death can cause to our loved ones. And the fun fact here, it's a statistical fact, that men lives at least 15 years. They pass away 15 years earlier than women. So it's good to have a plan just to prepare our families to have an easy life after we go. And some of the documents that I mentioned are, again, it's power of attorney letters, custody directive, last will, which is al-wasiyya. And this is the first part. So the documentations are the first part. And I'm going to be passing out those papers which have all the documents that I can help you prepare for it. We have a team of attorneys, immigration attorneys, and a team of experts. We can help you to prepare those documents free of charge. They usually cost somewhere between $1,200 to $1,500. So we just need to have your contact info and the best time and date to contact you, and I can help you with it to fill it out. And you just need to, after that, to notarize it for $14, $15. This is the first part. The second part, I will be talking about the emergency funds, because we know in California it costs somewhere between $15,000 to $35,000 for everything, for the pre-arrangements and burying the loved ones and everything. So it can cost up to $35,000. Alhamdulillah, for us Muslims, it's minimal because we don't have so much. We just need the ghusl and the kafan and the grave to be buried in. That's technically what we need. But if we don't get prepared well for those simple things that might be simple, it can get complicated, because not all the deaths are the same. Some people, they can be left in the refrigerator for weeks or even months. So if I will show you how we can prepare for those hard moments that we all either lived or we're gonna live. Okay, so a prevention plan, it will help you, like it will minimize the confusion regarding your personal wishes, disagreements and family conflicts. Of course, unfortunately, we all have some of them. The need of the disagreements will cause to attorneys and courts, and that's super expensive. The abuse of by business opportunities. Usually, the funeral homes, not all of them, but most of them, they take advantage of the emotional hardship that family faces in those moments. So it's best to have a plan before the things happen. Al-Maut Haq, of course, we cannot avoid it, but we can prepare well for it. So the last will, which I think it's about one of the best, one of the most important documents for us as Muslims, which is al-wasiyya, and you can manage your properties and assets in it. You can know who's gonna take care of everything. Also, who's gonna, if you have loans or debts or mortgages, you don't want your family after you to lose your properties, to prevent legal issues, of course, and so on. There's a lot of advantages of having a will, and of course it should be you should have it today. And I don't know exactly what, I'll ask Sheikh Hamdy, the حكم الوصية في الإسلام, is it wajib, is it mustahab? Recommended, highly recommended maybe. Yeah, so it's very important to have it. And there's a big difference between a will and a living trust. By the way, if you try to, if you want to capture the screen, I can share the whole presentation with you. You can just write the email and I will share it with you, with my business card. So the living trust, from the name, it's something like you give power to someone to control your money or your properties while you're still alive. So there, while the will, it's everything happens after you pass away. So, but both of them are very important, because if you don't have a living trust, so a living trust technically, if we want to compare it to something in our Arab countries, it's called hasr irth, which you need to, like, when a person dies, he needs to say, okay, I have 4 kids, for example, two boys, 2 girls. This paper, it's called hasr irth. If you have and it takes a lot of time to prepare it, maybe 3-4 months minimum to get it approved and done. So if you do it as soon as possible while you're still here, you will avoid a lot of conflict after. So yes, and then we'll move to the next part. The next part is funeral arrangements, and this mainly consists of two things. It's preparing the body before we go to the cemetery. This is part number 1, and part number 2 is to buy or to purchase the plot and the grave. And this, both of them can cost, again, as I said, $10,000 to $15,000 for us as Muslims. So if I ask now, and sorry to ask this question, but I usually ask it, if you were to Bayd al-Shar to die yesterday, how do you manage to pay for your funeral arrangements? Like anyone would, from where you will get the money? 10, 15,000, sometimes 20,000. Any volunteers? So, okay, perfect. Yeah, that's one of the ways to get it. From the brother said from the savings. So if you have savings, that's amazing, because that's one of the things that we want you to have savings. But then if you have savings, you can lock in the price today, because there's another fact that every 7 years the price of the plot doubles. That's one thing. So one of the ways is to have savings. Another way is to reach out to family members, and maybe another way is to reach out to the masjid, when I got asked this question, I went with that option. That I didn't have the money back then, and I was like, okay, I will go to Sheikh Hamdy. I'll not be here. My wife will go to Sheikh Hamdy, and I'll start asking him. I think that will put a lot of responsibilities on the masjid that can be avoided for us, like working adults. If you are between 25 and 70, alhamdulillah, you're still healthy, you still can prepare for it, you can avoid to take from the masjid's khazina. I think for me personally, I thought that I don't want to put my family into the situation where they need to ask about, even if I know the masjid will take care of it most likely, but I thought it's best to avoid that. So anyway, my point is, if you have the money, you can lock in the prices today, and you can save a lot of money once you die, بعد عمر طويل إن شاء الله. And if you don't have the money, there are a lot of funeral protection plans. They are categorized under insurance companies. So me personally, I don't sell plots. I don't represent any funeral homes. I'm a counselor. I help you to find the best option available in the market at the right time, obviously, because as Dr. Jawdat said, some are offering like plots for $9,000. I think, from my opinion, the problem with that is, first of all, you don't know where you're gonna die, and second, if you don't use it, you're gonna put your family in another problem, that they need to sell it and get rid of it. And number 3, and this is very important. I used to think that having a casket is mandatory by law, and it's not. I thought, like, I went to some of my brother's funerals, and I saw them in caskets, and that was new to me because, you know, in Jordan we don't have caskets. So someone told me that it's mandatory by California law, and it's not. So it's by the cemetery policy. So again, going to the same point, you might buy or pay $10,000 today, and then the family or your loved ones will be shocked that they need to, on top of that, pay another $5,000 to $10,000 because a lot of hidden expenses. So if you have a good plan, a well-prepared plan, you will avoid a lot of those overcharges. So yes, how can I avoid the funeral overcharges? First, you need to make arrangements ahead of time and ask for advice from a professional counselor. Hopefully I can help. If I don't have the answer, I will find the answer for you, and I will put you in contact with the right person. And also eliminate all unnecessary items, because again, a funeral home is unfortunately is a business. So they're going to try to emotionally sell or upsell the family, and they'll try to sell them things that the family don't really, the loved one, the deceased one, he doesn't really need it. My objective is to eliminate all unnecessary items, find the most economical items for you, whether it's today or if you reach out whenever you're ready. I recommend you to do it as soon as possible, and provide all necessary tools to prevent confusion and issues. I went all those points. And finally, I'm gonna leave you with this paper, which have all the necessary documents that you need, and also it's gonna be with pencils, please. You just, if you want any help with any document, you just put your name and the best number and the best time to contact you, and inshallah I'll help you with that. That's all for today. I don't know if you guys have any questions. It's a brief presentation. It's a long topic. My message today, just to start preparing. It's very important to do it as soon as possible. And thank you so much for listening. Any questions? Yeah, take your time. Yes, it's yeah. The reason for that, they complement each other. So the living trust, it will minimize the time. So the will, after it's only effective after the person is dead. After the person is dead, there's something called rebate or some. There's a term which the living trust will replace it. So yes, so you need to. The short answer is yes. You need to have both. I can send you. I can text or email you the differences between living trust and the will. Yeah, there's like 7 main differences. An attorney will help you better. One of our team members can help you better in that case. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Inshallah. Inshallah. Yes, inshallah. So this is my business card. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, thank you. Afwan. Brother. Okay. Very good. جزاك الله خير. البيرة. حياك الله. اوكي. تفضل. Notarize it. Yeah, but you'll need some tips, like some, you don't, yeah, you need to be a little bit precise. It's better to have an attorney just to check what you fill before you notarize it. Yes, yes, yes. If it's notarized, the form is legit, yes, it's acceptable. Inshallah. Thank you. Yes. Oh, it's not there, but I can do it for you. Okay.
Someone doesn't know where to die.
That's a very good question. So there's, but that's so the brother's question is if somebody doesn't know where he's gonna die, which all of us don't know. Sorry. Thank you. So there's a kind of insurance. So we'll give it an estimate. For example, it's gonna cost $25,000. Once a person dies, and we have the death certificate, the family will get a check with that amount. So if he's in the US or abroad or in Jordan or the Middle East, so it's some kind of insurance. It's called, to be precise, funeral, like final expense relief insurance. And we provide that, of course, not free of charge. No, it's not expensive. It depends on the age, depends on the health. Sorry.
You see these ads on the TV about $10 or something like per month.
Yeah.
Funeral expenses. So how good they are?
That's a general question. Honestly, I don't know about what commercials, but there are so many insurance companies that do same kind of insurance. But it's not going to be $10 a month.
Something like
Like for me, I'm 38. I pay $100 a month, and I have the 3 years plan. So alhamdulillah, I'm healthy. Unfortunately, I'm a tobacco user. All of those, it's an insurance, so a lot of factors matter.
I saw those ads on the TV.
No, I don't watch TV, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. So
They are good or they are not good?
depends on the company. I don't know. I cannot say if it's good or bad.
You said the extra cost to it adds up. What are the extra costs we're talking about? Other things. You said in the end, there's some extra cost to other things.
Yes. So the extra costs, they're endless. They can be, again, if some example, the refrigeration time. Some funeral homes can charge you from $100 up to $200 per day. So if a person stays for months, that's a big amount of money. So that's one of the things. Some hidden costs of transportation. Some cemeteries, they require cement. It's not required by law, but it depends on the cemetery policy. I usually recommend the green cemeteries because they're biodegradable and we can only use kafan, and it's good for Muslims. So yeah, there's a lot of hidden costs.
Are there other Islamic restrictions for the will, for the trust?
So I'm not a sheikh, but let me ask Sheikh Hamdi. The question is?
Any trust would be okay, or because I think I heard that you have to divide your will the way the earth is.
Exactly. So you need to mention that. Again, I'm not a faqih or sheikh, but you need to mention that in your will, that you need everything to be divided the Islamic way. So you need to,
You guys do you guys do that?
yeah,
I don't know how it should be.
it's a form. You put you write like literally you write inside it what do you want, how do you want your money to be divided and everything.
Yeah, but I don't know how it should be Islamic, because sometimes there are a lot of details. Like if you have your dad alive, if you have your cousin
Oh
alive,
no, so you just okay, let me just عفوا يس.
يلا يا سيدي علمنا شويه حاجات كده ان شاء الله نتواصل عشان عاوز نتواصل عاوز اخلص الليفنج تراست والراست ده قبل اموت.
لا بعد عمر طويل.
انا اشتريت بلاطس من 40 سنه او 30 سنه في روز هيلز $100 ثلاثه معلم دلوقتي
اقل حاجه 15,000. بس تسالهم كمان هتلاقي عندهم مساجد انا قلت لهم بس انا قلت لهم بس عاوزين في عندهم لفه بكره عندهم في جنازه بكره.
والله موقع حلو بعدين
بس ما فيش حد يعني لكن
بس ما تعرفش
لا مهما يغلى هيبقى رخيص. مهما احنا لسه دافعين فيه لسه دافعين فيه في المهد.
ولا
دفناه من يومين دفناه وكان في نفس اليوم ابو مراد سلام مات في مصر. جينا من الجنازه رحنا عزينا فيه. وابو الشيخ سيد اتاخر جدا في لحظه. ابو الشيخ سيد هذا في مصر حج معايا من 30 سنه اكثر من سيد احمد. ابوه في حاله مخطره جدا على الاكسجين فوق ال 90. لا فوق ال 90 وفوق 94 سنه.
حالات الموت يمكن تراني كثير
واحنا مش بعيد يعني.
انا في اخر شهرين اثنين بنات كنت واحده 57 وواحده 61.
بعدين عدينا
عندنا نقص ضايع
الوقت المستعار
وما تدري نفسه ابدا اشتغل ايه ولا بتعمل ايه؟
اشتغل خلي يو اس دي ستودنت كونسل 26 ده اول كيدز قدامها كمان ثلاثه جالي اورنج كاونتي كده كيدز
ان شاء الله واحد زي نصيب
الا نصر بس قدام في 5 مدارس كل يوم في مدرسه
مش فاضي يتجوز.
صار معاك كاتشب
كاتشب مع فليش فراي.
ان شاء الله. السلام عليكم.
حاجه البنانه دي عامله ايه؟
مفيش جديد لسه المهندس بيعمل الاعلان لسه عشان يطلع الملح لسه الاسبوع ولا اثنين كمان. لكن هذا بقى بشارك شويه في الفلوس لكن طبعا لسه صدقوا معها صدقوا معها ده المفوضات لوحدها مدرسة لوحدها. ما بتوعنا بيعرفوا يفوضوا، ده بتوعنا شوية بياخدوا ياخدوا مشاوي ويبيعوا البلد ويروحوا. إنما دول لو بقول لك كانوا بيراجعوا الكلمة وموضع الكلمة في الجملة. وبرضه مع كل ده خايفين من خيانة الدنيا وده برضه هو سلاح ازاي ننزع السلاح اللي خلاك تجيب وانت يعطيكم فاهمينون عليك بالظبط. اذا كانوا ما شاء الله صنعوا اذا كانت امريكا قوتها رجعت زي الاول. لا بالظبط ما شاء الله. ما قالتش امبارح بصراحه الاعلان الرئيسي ضاع الحج الاعلان الرئيسي. لا هم ما لقوا النتيجه مش صريحه مهما طلت الهواء. بعد 15 شهر خسران كل حاجه خسران اكثر من 15 شهر. تخيل اكثر من 15 شهر اكثر من الان. واللي بينقال كويس برضه حتى ان شاء الله هتزود 600 جنيه يعني 5 دولار. دكتور عبد العزيز على فكره كان بعت لك رساله لسه شفته؟ سلمت عليه. كان عمل الدكتور اشرف كتب لك كتاب. هو دكتور عبد الجليل امبارح وماشي موجه جه من المطار جه على الفندق خدته معايا في العربيه كتب لك كتاب ورجع ممكن لا مفيش مشكلة. كان هنا بس هو انا مش بعاني الحقيقة بس هطلع معاه. لا الامتحان بس هطلع معاه. طب حاجة طيبة واحد اتصل بيك كده قال لي رقم محمد عدي عليه. انا ست تليفون انا النهارده بعد الجمعة عزام. لا عزمنا عنده في البيت وقال جاب رحاب وعبد الرحمن واحنا وكده وغدينا عنده. طب يعني الغدا اتأخر. لا الغدا اتأخر غدينا قبيل المغرب. بس نقعد مع بعض نعدي عليها وبعد كده والله مش كامل عمره. السلام وقال لي اتصل بشكل
نطفيها؟ كيف بدي turn it off؟